Hey everyone, it's Nina. Today we're going to go through a full moon yoga flow. So today it's going to be all about setting intentions and releasing and letting go what no longer serves you. And that can mean a lot of different things for many different people. So this flow is going to help you through that process of setting an intention before we begin, maybe journaling a little bit, and just finding out where there are areas of your life, or maybe it's people or your job or just old habits or behaviors that you just realize and become aware of that are no longer helping you or moving you forward or coming from a place of love. And those are things that you're just ready to let go of. And so we're gonna take a look at that, maybe just setting one intention, maybe you wanna journal about it. And then once you write all of that out, then you start to create a new intention of, once you release those things, what you're going to replace it with. How do you really wanna feel? How do you wanna act? What would you like to embody? Where would you like to go next in your life? So when we let go of something, we create space for something new in our lives. So if you have some extra time, I really recommend journaling. So maybe just pausing this video, taking about 5 minutes or so, and just kind of writing down those things that you just want to let go of. And it could be one thing, it could be a bunch of things. There have been full moons where I've really written down like an entire page full of things that I was just ready to release because I'd become aware of a lot of behaviors and patterns and habits that just weren't healthy for me anymore. And so go ahead and do that now, and then once you finish writing down the list of things you want to let go, we'll also write a list of things that you're ready to bring on into your life and that you'd like to fill that space with once you let those things go. And if you're not a big journaler, you can just write something down in your phone, or maybe it's just in your head, or maybe you just come up with something before we start our flow. So press pause and come back and join me when you're done journaling. All right, well, welcome back if you were journaling. So today's flow, like I said, is a full moon flow. You can do this a few days before or after the full moon. You're still going to be able to tap into that energy and be able to work through some of that energy, whether you are journaling or whether you're moving your body. Maybe it's conversations that you're having with people. There are so many different ways that we can move energy, and the full moon is just a beautiful time that we can do that. So with today's class, we're going to be using, we're going to start off a little bit slow, and we're really going to focus on the breath. So starting off with the things that, setting that intention of what you want to let go of, starting with that at the beginning of class, and then as we flow through class, we focus on the breath, we become very present in our minds and our bodies, and as we go through class, we let go of those things. We just set that down, and as we move through class, we start to think about the things that we want to embody, who we want to be, and what we're going to replace those things that we're letting go of. And then by the end of class, you just feel a little bit more lighter, a little bit more clear about, where you want to go with your life. So to get started, we're just going to bring the hands on the knees, close the eyes, taking a few deep breaths. So inhale in, breathing through the belly, and exhale out. Inhale in and exhale out. One more time. Inhale in and exhale out. Just allowing yourself to become a little bit more still. Start to make your way into child's pose. We'll just be here for a couple of deep breaths. Start to open up the hips a little bit. So bring your knees about the width of your mat and your toes together, and shift your hips onto your heels. Extend your arms forward. If this is too intense for you, you can always bring your knees together or place a block in between your legs. And just come back to your breath. Imagining just setting down any burdens or anything that you're trying to let go of. Just kind of set it down next to your mat and just say, I don't need to carry this right now. And really feel good about just letting that go, for the next 15-20 minutes. Allow your mind to clear, feeling the breath come in and out of your nose and your mouth. And make your way all the way up into tabletop. From here, lift your left arm all the way up towards the sky. And on an exhale, you're going to thread that arm with your palm facing up. Extend your right arm forward and just come into a nice shoulder stretch. Placing your left cheek on the ground. Taking a few deep breaths here. Slowly come back up. Reach that left arm up towards the sky. And exhale, release the hand down. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky, twisting the torso up. And exhale, thread underneath that left arm with the palm facing up. Place your right cheek on the ground. Being very mindful to connect with your breath here in every single posture. The breath will help bring you back to the present moment, take you out of that monkey mind that tends to wander and be a little bit crazy and distract us. And then slowly bring that right arm all the way up towards the sky. And then exhale, take that right hand down. We'll just go into dancing lion. This is kind of a free-for-all movement where we move the body around. So shrug the shoulders, bend the arms, push the hips from side to side. And just close your eyes and just allow yourself to move. Even if you feel like it looks weird or it feels weird, this is a moment where you can connect with yourself a little bit deeper by taking away that judgment of yourself. And come back to a neutral tabletop position. You're going to keep your hips stacked over your knees, and you're just going to walk the hands forward, coming into puppy pose. This is a nice deep shoulder and chest stretch. So you can place your forehead on the mat, maybe your chin. The end goal is the chest. To get a really deep stretch, you can come up onto your fingertips. You can have your hands flat. So take your variation, spend a few deep breaths here. And slowly start to come back up into tabletop. Tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Take a few moments to pedal your feet out. Feel that stretch in the back of your hamstrings and your calves. Come high up on your toes, bend your knees, push your hips up and back. And then from here you can start to lower the heels down to the ground. And then from here, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. And inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, open your arms, lift your chest up towards the sky. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come back to your breath. Come back to the intention. If you're feeling any heaviness here, just set that aside. Allow your mind to clear. On your next inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Take a little back bend here. And exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, relax your head and your neck. And just bend and straighten your legs here. Starting to wake up the hamstrings a little bit. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands down on the ground. Step your left foot back. Coming into a low lunge. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your elbows out. Lift the chest up. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, bring them down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, push the hips back, straighten out the right leg, and fold over your right leg. Just make sure to pull the left hip back and the left hip forward and the right hip back. So we're just coming into this half split. Relax your head and your neck. Remembering to breathe here. And then bend your right knee. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Maybe scooch that right foot a little bit more out to the side of your mat. And then from here, roll into the outer edge of your right foot. And then start to twist, bringing the right arm up towards the sky. Really pushing out of that left arm and reaching up. And then bring that right hand back down. Bring the right foot back to the middle of your mat. Tuck your back toes under, and then bring that left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step the right foot back this time. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the elbows out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, expand. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring the hips back, straighten out your left leg. And fold over that left leg. Taking a few breaths here. We'll just continue to breathe through these movements. Finding that balance of using the breath to move the energy, and then sitting in those places that might feel a little bit more uncomfortable, and finding stillness within them, and then using the breath to move. Start to bend your left knee. Bring your left hand to the inside of that left foot. Scooch that left foot out to the side. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Reach that left arm up towards the sky. Really push the right hand into the ground like you're reaching up towards the sky. Someone's pulling that hand up. And then bring that left hand down. Bring that left foot back to center. This time, tuck your back toes under. Lift your right knee up off the mat and step back into plank. Take a big inhale in. And exhale, lower down all the way to the ground. Bring your arms or your hands to the outsides of your mat. Come up onto your fingertips. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring it down. Bring your hands next to your chest. And inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. So it's a little bit more of a gentle flow there in the beginning. We're just going to start to move some of that energy. Using our breath, we're going to pump it up a little bit more in this flow as we start to really let go and release those things, and just allowing ourselves to breathe through these postures, releasing the old and letting in the new. So kick your right leg up towards the sky, and on an exhale, place your right foot in between your hands. Inhale up to warrior two, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper here. Find your inhale and exhale. Big inhale in. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Bring that left arm behind you. Reach the right arm up and back. Big inhale, reach the arm. And exhale, relax. Big inhale in. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Start to reach that arm forward. We're going to come into a half moon posture. So just do your best here as you come into this pose. You can always take a deep bend in that right knee. Maybe you have a block under your hand. Reach that left arm up towards the sky. Turn your left toes up towards the sky. Find your breath. Slowly release the left hand down to the ground. Cross your left leg behind your right. Keep the left leg straight and bend your right knee. And just feel that deep stretch in that left leg. Kick your left leg up towards the sky, coming into your standing split. Just one breath here. And slowly lower that left hand down, or left foot down, coming into a low lunge. Step your right foot back into plank. Big inhale in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, kick your left leg up towards the sky. And exhale, place your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, open up to your warrior two. Big inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Big inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, reverse your warrior, taking that right arm behind you, left arm up and back. A big inhale, reach the arm up and back. And exhale, soften a little bit here. Inhale, reach. And exhale, start to open back up into your warrior two. Reach that left arm forward, coming into your half moon. Again, just taking your time here, taking your variations, bending your left knee if you need to, and just reach that right arm up towards the sky. Keep that right foot as level with your right hip. Good, take a big inhale here. Exhale out. Big inhale in. And exhale, reach the right hand down to the ground, cross your right leg behind your left. Keep the right leg straight and bend your left knee, and just fold over here. Allow your head and your neck to relax. Take a big inhale in. And exhale out. Big inhale in. And exhale out. Kick your right leg up towards the sky. Coming into your standing split, just here for one breath. And on an exhale, take that right foot back into your low lunge. Step your left foot back. Big inhale here in your plank. And exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Kick your right leg up towards the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip, roll it around a little bit here. And you can hang out here if this feels like a nice stretch. If you'd like to flip your dog, you can take your right leg behind you and lift the hip up towards the sky. Feeling more expansive here. Maybe you move some energy through that flow. And bring the right hand back down, come back into your three-legged dog, and release the right foot down. Onto the other side, kick your left leg up, bend your knee, roll the hip around a few times in both directions. If this feels good to hang out here, you can stay here, or if you'd like to flip your dog, coming into your wild thing, straighten out that right leg, keep that left leg bent, and reach the left arm up, pushing the hips up high. Feeling a little bit lighter, maybe you let go of a few things. And just keep that chest nice and open, inviting the new, inviting that love into your life. And bring that left hand back down. Kick your left leg up towards the sky. Release that left foot down. And then drop your knees to the ground, bring your feet together. Come back into child's pose. Come back to your breath here. And slowly start to make your way back up. We're going to come onto our backs, just ending with a few stretches before we go into Shavasana. So hug your knees into your chest, bring your arms out to the sides. Drop your knees over to your left and turn your gaze over to your right. Taking a few deep breaths here, allowing the body to surrender and relax even more. Coming back to your intention. And bring the knees back to center. And then drop them over to the right and turn your gaze over to the left. So coming back to that intention of whatever you're releasing and inviting in the new, becoming aware of what you're letting go and what you're letting in. And just enjoy that new, beautiful feeling. And bring the knees back to center. So to lift your feet up towards the sky, bring the hands to the outside of your feet. Coming into happy baby. You can just rock from side to side here. Trying to keep that lower back and that tailbone flat on the ground. Rocking from side to side, maybe straighten one leg and the other. It's the final stretch before Shavasana. And then hug your knees into your chest. And release your feet out, coming into Shavasana. Your palms facing up. If this bothers your lower back, you can bend your knees and teepee them in together, just slightly tucking that tailbone under. So take your variation and allow yourself to relax here in this posture. Slowing the breath down even more, allowing the mind to clear, and feeling all of that beautiful energy that has moved through you, and welcome in the new energy, inviting it in and basking in it. Slowly begin to become aware of your body. Feeling any sensations, maybe moving your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. And just get a nice stretch, bringing the arms over your head. And then roll onto one side of your body and curl up here for a moment. And gently begin to push yourself all the way up to a seated position. Just ending class like we began, with a couple of deep breaths. So bring your hands on your knees and close your eyes. Just completely letting go of all of those things that you had focused on at the beginning of class, things that you'd become aware of. And just saying, I don't need you anymore. What you had set down next to your mat and said, I'm not going to carry you for the duration of this yoga class. It's okay to just let that go. You don't need to pick that up anymore. So let's focus on the new, what you're going to replace that space with. Maybe it's an awareness of how you'd like to treat people or treat yourself, about changes you'd like to make in your life, about your career or friendships. And focus on that nice feeling. Just allow yourself to feel good. And take that moment with you, take that feeling with you, and just allow yourself to feel it throughout the day, through the week, through the next month. Giving yourself some time and some kindness to be able to begin to integrate these new intentions into your life. Take your hands to your heart center. Big inhale in. And exhale, let it out. Big inhale in. And exhale out. One more time, inhale. And exhale out. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this full moon yoga flow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could do me a favor and hit subscribe on my channel, maybe like this video, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what your guys' intentions were and whether you like this video and what you'd like to see more of. I just love to connect with all of you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys on the mat next time.